How crazy is this? Wow, that was awesome. That was so stinking awesome. That handled that, no problem. So welcome back to the shop, everybody. I am super excited about this tool right here. So today we're gonna make a quick little video on a brand new tool, and believe it or not, this is kind of a dream tool for me, something I have desired for forever. And the reason it's sitting in the shop is because we have a lot of currently ongoing projects and some huge metalworking projects coming up on the channel. This thing right here is going to help me complete those a whole lot quicker and more efficiently than what I'm currently using. All right, so if y'all are not familiar with a electromagnetic drill, in a nutshell, this is basically a portable drill press right here. But as you can see, it's got a drill that's on steroids right here. It can drill some massive holes. So what's so cool about this? Well, it works like your typical drill press, except this particular model happens to take these annular cutters. You can see they are machined cutters. You can go all the way up to larger sizes than I have here, although that's some pretty massive holes. So they use different style drill bits than your typical twist drill bit that you run a lot in your handheld drills, drill presses, things like that. So what really makes this thing cool, it's got this huge electromagnet in the bottom right here. You plug it in, you flip on this switch, and it locks down to anything you put it on. So the beauty of something like this is, well, it's basically a portable drill press. So you can go put this on big pieces of steel anywhere else, maybe truck frames, semi frames, anything you can think of. Flip the magnet on, it'll hold to it. We're actually going to test today to see if I can put this on with a piece of metal in the vertical position and if this will hold it and how much force it takes to pull it off. So this particular electromagnetic drill right here is from Vevor. Y'all have seen that I've worked with them a lot. I actually reached out to them about this because right now I'm right in the middle of the stair build for the house, and I have a tremendous amount of 1/2-inch holes to drill in 3/8 steel. And if you've ever tried drilling holes that large with a handheld drill, it's a nightmare. I would be here all day long. I would probably snap Lord knows how many bits, wear through how many batteries on the drill, and it just is hard on your wrist. So I've got this thing plugged in. Let me show you the way this works. Right here is the magnet you can flip on. I just heard it kick in right there. Now check this out. I can push this drill over it, and this is an 8-foot piece of 3/8 steel right here, extremely heavy. And it's going to take it right with it. But if you flip the magnet off, well, it lets loose of the metal, the drill comes right up. Now this particular model drill also comes with a coolant tube. That's one gripe that I have with this. It came with a piece of 1/4-inch hose that goes from here to right here. So you can put coolant in here that'll run out the bit itself and cool the work, but the hose that come with it is a little too short when you're in the full down position. So the good news is that's 1/4-inch tubing, the same stuff that goes to refrigerator hoses for your ice makers and things like that, and I have a ton of it here. I personally don't know if I'm going to use the coolant tube. I'm going to look into maybe ordering some and trying it, but I'm a big fan of taking a little squirt bottle with some oil and putting right down as you're drilling these larger size holes. So Vevor makes a ton of different models, by the way. This is kind of like their Cadillac model from what I've seen looking online, and it's about 1/3 the price of your big name brands, half price of, like, say, an Evolution or some of your mid-tier brands. But I went with this particular model too because it also has variable speed. That's kind of important when it comes to cutting all these different size holes. I mean, you get annular cutters from 7/16 all the way up to Lord knows how big. This one claims it'll drill up to a 2-inch hole through steel. That is massive. I don't think I'll ever need holes that big. This annular cutter kit that I also got from Vevor right here has up to 1.16 bit. That's probably bigger than anything I'll ever drill as well. So they sell different model drills with different attachments that either take your standard twist bit or annular cutters. Some of their drills already come with some annular cutters. Some of them you purchase separate. So I'm going to leave a link down there. You can go on their website and look. But I did want to introduce you to these style drills because a lot of y'all have probably never seen them before, and they have so many different models. So you may find one that fits your needs better. They have them for literally half the price of this model right here. So everything seems unbelievably well built. I'm shocked again for the price. All metal frame on the drill, heavy cast metal for the entire housing, machined metal parts. So I have yet to use this. I was waiting to do the review. I want y'all to see this with me. I've got a ton of this 3/8 steel. It's the thickest steel I have in the shop right now. Let's drill a few holes through it, see how well this works, because this happens to be the exact same steel that I'm about to start using on the stair project that's going on in the house. This thing is just massive, extremely heavy. Like I said, this feels so well built. So here's the beauty of this drill. You just move it to wherever your work is. I get it close to the edge. I don't want to waste too much of this steel because I actually need it. So it's got a little center finder that you can drop down in the bits itself. So if you want to center it up on your work or if you make a punch. So I'll just flip the magnet itself on right here. Now it's not going anywhere. Like literally, let me see if I can pick this and that whole plate is still up. So this is probably going to get a little loud. Let's kick the motor on, show you the adjustable speeds here. Let's cut our first hole. Okay, cut a nice clean hole right through. I'm going to speed it up a little more on this next one. All right, turn the magnet off. Now we can move this right where we need it. Get a little closer here. So let's go a little faster this time. I know we don't want to go too terribly fast cutting through steel, but it might be okay with a bit this size. Okay, that was so much faster. Didn't seem to have a problem speeding up. And we can go even faster than that. Bit looks good, punched a nice clean hole. Get this cleaned up and show y'all. So take a look at those holes right there. Nice clean punch through. So absolutely clean on the bottom. That's awesome. That would take quite a while through that thick of metal with an old twist bit. All right, so now I'm going to show you how you take these bits out. It's really easy to do with these cutters. All right, so you just loosen up these two set screws right here. All right, you pull that out. You can take this center pin out. I'm assuming this is also what plunges down and cuts off the flow of oil as well. So I know what you're all thinking, yeah, let's just go ahead and figure out how well this does with this big boy. Look at this size of that bit right there. That's a massive hole. Turn the magnet back on. All right, this is going to be interesting. This will be the biggest hole I personally have ever drilled. This is just not even really possible with a standard handheld drill or anything like that. All right, we'll keep it on the same speed. That may be a bit fast for a hole this size. I really don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's find out. Okay, that was me not giving this very much force at all. I didn't just want to crowd it. I'm still learning. And that was an extremely quick hole in my mind to be an 1 1/16 hole punched through 3/8 steel in the matter of seconds. Now you heard I decided to slow it down, and that's because it was spinning so fast I was just seeing chips going everywhere, a little bit of squealing. As soon as I slowed it down, I started seeing more of these long strings, which is typically what I see happen when I watch other people run their electromagnetic drills. So since I'm in a learning phase, this kind of made more sense to see this. This is what I see a lot of the professionals' results looking like. Wow, that was awesome. That was so stinking awesome. That handled that no problem. I think it could run a 2-inch hole like it claims. I'm gonna turn the magnet off when I get my camera this close. That thing's so powerful, but look at that nice clean hole. Hopefully you can see the underside nice and clean. That's another thing I love about this. Clean hole all the way through. And if you look right there at the tip, I'm not gonna touch that, but it's actually got a metal plug in there. So I should be able to pop that right out. That's the beautiful thing about these annular cutters. They don't remove the metal out of the entire hole. They just cut a plug out. That's what makes them so efficient. This thing is an absolute beast. Beast. I think I prefer the squirt bottle with oil too. That way I can easily control how much fluid that I want to go down there. Now, with that said, there is a needle adjustment on this coolant reservoir up here. So if you want to run the coolant, you can adjust it. But I have a feeling it's just going to be easier for me to run a typical squirt bottle like that. Check that out, so cool. Nice thick plug. That's why these are so efficient, so fast. I did not have to remove all that metal, drill it out like you do with a twist bit. All right, so I've got it on here. Let's kick the magnet on. How crazy is this? Now you can start to see where this drill really shines. You could go up to a beam that's already mounted, like I said, a semi-truck frame, things like that. Think of the possibilities this opens up right here. You can't drill these size holes with a handheld drill, and you can't take certain things to a drill press. This is awesome. I'm gonna put a little pressure on it. Hopefully this doesn't. Okay, y'all. All right, let's see here. All right, you see the metal bowing? I almost wonder if I could hang from it, although that's gonna start getting dangerous. If it does snap and pull loose, me and it go crashing to the ground and I break my brand new drill. What I can tell you, with as much force as I just put on that, there's no doubt this has plenty of magnet capacity to hold it to a thick piece of steel and for you to go ahead and do your drilling in this position. That is so stinking cool, man. That is awesome. All right, some real quick specs before we wrap this up. I'm reading off the back side. Like I said, this claims it can do up to 2-inch hole drilling, which is just insane. Runs on 110 volts. This thing is 1,680 watts now. Like I said, this looked to be their most powerful model they have, so you better have a dedicated 20 amp circuit to run this thing. If you have 15 amp circuit in your shop, they do have models that are less powerful than this one right here, but I wanted to go ahead and get a good one. If you're going to have a tool like this, you might as well get one that will take care of your main needs and give you room to expand should you have a bigger job pop up down the road. And the speed, a lot of people may want to know that, 200 to 500 RPMs. The 200 I found a little too slow, but I could already tell right there, the smaller bits, the faster the speed seemed to work better. That big bit right there, slowing it down, gave me the results I was looking for. Those big kind of, well, slinkies is what I'll call them. All right, well, I wanted to give y'all a brief introduction here and show you this because by the time you're watching this, this thing may already be in use. I'm already building the loft stairs stuff in the house. I'm literally working with 8-inch I-beams, 3/8 plate steel like you're seeing right here. Some pretty massive stuff for, well, just DIY build like I'm doing. And this is about to get a ton of use just on this one project. project alone, drilling a ton of holes. So don't hesitate to come back to this video, drop a comment and ask, how's it working? Did you have any issues? Because over the next few days, literally, it's gonna drill a pile of holes. And then I have some very massive projects in mind for this in the future. So links are down in the description. Also check, there's typically coupon codes and stuff as well, so you can get a little extra discount on this. And by the way, this particular company right here is offering a shop campaign all the way through November. So they have all kinds of tools and shop stuff on sale. I'll have a link down there for that as well if you want to go check that out and look at all the different tools and shop supplies that they offer. All right, I am super excited. This is probably going to be one of my favorite tools that I own in the shop now, and you're about to see it get used a lot in these upcoming stair build videos on the channel. Thank y'all so much for watching. Catch you on the next video.